Welcome to Arena 30, powered by Spin Master. I'm Scott Jordan. This is Arena Championship Series East from Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. This series has been on fire so far. Krysten Anderson currently leads the series as she looks for her second series championship in her short career. We take a look at the driver lineup. Armando Castro currently second in El Toro Loco, followed by Cody Saucier in Dragon, Zack Garner in Wildside, Angelina Knock in Megalodon. You got Chad Tingler in Overboard, and then Hall Brothers Racing represented by Mark Hall in Raminator and Kurt Kramer in Rammunition. 4 competitions, 1 overall event champion. And up first is JCB Time Racing out first in the starting lane. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco out of Whittier, California, trying to get a time racing win here, and he is off and running. We got our first green light in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Great corner there for Armando Castro. Brake checks, clips the 8-pack. That's going to cost him some seconds. Cross-threads his way over the finish line. And there is your time for Armando Castro to set the tone here as we continue our JCB Time Racing. Next up, out of Fortville, Indiana, representing Team Overboard, it's Zack Garner in Wildside. Second generation driver trying to get a first racing win of the weekend. Zack Garner goes wide, makes a nice corner there. You got to go wide sometimes and drift it out to get that straightaway perfect turn there as Zack Garner accelerates. Big time air brake check across the finish line. And there is the time. So Zack Garner showed us how it's done. The back clip off of Wildside. Next up, out of Sarasota, Florida, young rookie phenom Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Megalodon gets the green light. Gravedigger awaiting in the tunnel. Great shot there. The black and green wrecking machine slow rolling it into that straightaway goes Angelina Knock. Sometimes slow is fast here. And this JCB Time Racing competition goes off to the right across the finish line. 15.083 for Megalodon. Here's your current series points. Leader out of Kill Hills, North Carolina, Krysten Anderson in Gravedigger. First female series champion in Monster Jam history, trying to go back here in another one. Clips the turning pod, does not come out of the chalk line. No penalty there for Gravedigger. Across the finish line goes Gravedigger, 10.417. Chad Tingler in Overboard. These bodies have been beaten up over 2 events so far here in Wilkes-Barre. That entire left side, back left corner of Overboard off now, showing the chassis. Chad Tingler, longtime veteran of Monster Jam. Great acceleration across the finish line, goes sideways. Big time air for Overboard, 10.667. Kurt Kramer in Rammunition now representing Hall Brothers Racing. Sometimes you might see Kurt riding that hot seat body. Right now it's all about Rammunition. Got a brake check around again, just edging over that turning pod, keeps it in the chalk line, and a great corner now goes deep. Kurt Kramer coming across the finish line here. Big air again, floater jump, and over, and for Rammunition, 14.083. Next up is teammate Mark Hall in Raminator, another longtime veteran of Monster Jam. Accelerates off the line. Great turn there, keeping that turning pod in check. Brake check then across the 8-pack, goes wide, comes across the right side, side slap on the landing. 11 seconds flat for Mark Hall. And here is Cody Saucier, the 2023 Arena Racer of the Year. Try to grab a racing win here in Wilkes-Barre. Straight away there for Cody Saucier. He's got 1 racing win already this weekend. Trying to make it 2. Goes across the right side. 10.083 is the time. Cody Saucier with his second racing win here at the Mohegan Sun Arena. After 1 competition, we take a look at the BKT overall point standings. 8 for Dragon, 7 for Gravedigger, 6 for El Toro Loco, 5 for Wildside, 4 for Overboard, 3 Raminator, 2 for Rammunition, and 1 from Megalodon. 3 more competitions still to come as we look to crown our overall event champion. Coming up next here at the Mohegan Sun Arena, it's a Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Make sure you stay where you are. More Arena in 30 powered by Spin Master is next. Welcome back to Arena 30, powered by Spin Master. We are at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, with Arena Championship Series East. And next up, it's the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Each driver gets to perform their best maneuver on 2 wheels, and fans in attendance scoring based on creativity, wow factor, and execution. Here is Chad Tingler in Overboard. If you watched this show last season, you remember Chad leading Zombie Nation on the Arena Series. Right now, he's got Overboard up into a perfect nose wheel, a beautiful execution, and lands it back down on all 4 BKT tires. Great score, 9.038. Cody Saucier, JCB time racing winner in Dragon, comes across the pod. Now going to back it up into reverse, looking for a reverse stoppie. Going to try to get it. Not much there, so he hits it into first gear and puts it on one wheel. And the BKT tire, great traction there from BKT, allowing Cody to make the save. 8.026. Krysten Anderson in Gravedigger. She has one skills win on the weekend. Coming right down, looking for a popper here, or a reverse popper. Gonna hit reverse right now, gets it into that popper position, into a stoppie, back on the wheelie bar. She is so good at this. Complete control now, showing off for the fans. Got the wheels going back and forth, left and right. Landing it right there in that tombstone wheelie position. And Krysten Anderson trying to grab her second skills win of the weekend. Brings it back down on all four BKTs. And a great maneuver there for the series points leader, 9.246. That is good enough to take the lead. Armando Castro, Toro Loco, one of the best in the sport in this competition. He has made multiple World Finals appearances in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Trying to top Gravedigger, get back some of those series points. Goes right up into a popper position, into a stoppie. You got the smoke coming out of the nose of the Crazy Bull. Edges it out into a nose wheelie, back and forth, moonwalk position as well. And Armando keeping that truck up into that complete 180-degree angle for the full 20 seconds on the clock. Rear steer going, crab walking his way into a stoppie position. And finally back down, 8.860. Great move, not enough to take the lead. Zack Garner and Wild Side now coming up across that center lane over the pod. Back up into a moonwalk. Does he have enough to get it up? Going to bring it back down now into nose wheelie. Right at the edge. If he's going to hit this thing, he's got to hit it hard and get it back up. Instead, going out into a nose wheelie. There's the rear steer, crab walking, nose wheeling. Now into a moonwalk. And Zack Garner got to get it up right over that edge. And he has got it. Great execution there for Zack Garner. 9.424. That takes the lead. What a move there for Wild Side. And Zack Garner is going to get the win here in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. We can take a look at our second BKT overall point standings of the day. Gravedigger with the lead at 14. Wild Side now is 13. Dragon with 12. El Toro Loco 11. Overboard 10. Raminator 6. Rammunition 4. And Megalodon currently with 2 points. But 2 more competitions remain. And coming up next, this Sky Wheelie competition. These Monster Jam trucks will fly high across Mohegan Sun Arena. That is next on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. Welcome back to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master, as you're watching Arena Championship Series East from Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Next up is Sky Wheelie competition. You'll see these Monster Jam trucks flying high across the arena. Fans once again scoring on creativity, vertical position, and wow factor. Up first, Krysten Anderson, the current series points leader and overall event leader. Textbook Sky Wheelie there. Pogo bounce on the back two BKTs and a wheelie combo to add into that combination move, 8.972. Next up, the winner of the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, Zack Garner, trying to go back-to-back here. Vertical Sky Wheelie position for the truck. Gets a good one in there, 9.288. That would take the lead. Here's Armando Castro and El Toro Loco trying to get those points back to move up in the series point standings. There's a wheelie combo. You love to see that combination move there as he sticks at 9.270. Cody Saucier in Dragon having a quiet afternoon here at the Mohegan Sun Arena. Gets right up in there, can't even get the truck up. Trying to get the wheelie combination move, 6.295. Angelina Knock in Megalodon backing the truck up, has enough room there. Gonna have to hit that full throttle, comes right off the ramp. Nice vertical wheelie there, bounces it back on all four BKTs, 8.593. And Zack Garner with the second competition win of the day, going back-to-back here in Wilkes-Barre. As we check out our BKT overall point standings, Zack Garner now takes the lead at 21. Gravedigger with 20, El Toro Loco 18, Dragon 15, and Overboard with 14 points, rounding out the current top 5. One competition remains, and the event championship still up for grabs. And that means up next, it is Freestyle, the pinnacle competition here. 15 seconds to qualify for a score. Fans looking for wow factor, creativity, technical moves, combinations. And Overboard's Chad Tingler getting us started here in the freestyle competition. You want to talk about a driver that's been around for a long time and done it all, seen it all, been there. It is Chad Tingler, 22nd season, 8 World Finals appearances. Competed in Zombie on Arena Championship Series East 1 year ago, finishing in the top 5. Now being entrusted on Team Overboard to take that overboard truck made famous by Jamie Garner. We talk about sky wheelies. Look at the combination there for Chad Tingler. Just picks it up, hits it on the edge, and brings it back down. Great combination move here in freestyle. Now on the far side track, going off that race lane. Overboard coming around here, going to spin out into the pod. Chad Tingler trying to get some momentum there, comes over the 8-pack. Great look at that backflip ramp. We'll see if that comes into play. The Morgan 8-pack here on the Arena Series up over the single log stack. Overboard slamming down on the pod. As I mentioned before, this is the third event here in Wilkes-Barre, so these bodies taking some damage. The truck's taking some damage. And, of course, the track as well. You get a great look at the back end of that overboard chassis. You got the motor, the transmission, the gearbox all hanging out for everybody. That'll do it. Take a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay. Chad Tingler, brake check, sky wheelie, big time air for Overboard. Comes off into the wheelie combo, 6.706. Will now set the tone for the entire freestyle competition. Mark Hall in Raminator out of Rantoul, Illinois. That Hall Brothers Racing Shop out of Champaign, Illinois. Welding and fabrication, their specialty, building chassis there from Monster Jam. Another gentleman's been around for a long time, debuted back in 2002 with this Raminator truck. When it comes to World Finals, he was back at the OG World Finals, depending on who you talk to in the history books, 1999. The precursor to what would become Monster Jam World Finals, made an appearance in Executioner. One of the best independent drivers in motorsports history, over 20 championships on the national and independent scene. There's a donut. We haven't seen that yet today as we've had the Sky Willie competition. So Mark Hall getting some donuts here in freestyle. Raminator now coming up over the pod. Again, great speed, acceleration, track awareness. Is all about your awareness and creativity on the Arena freestyle tracks, and that'll do it. Take a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay with the donut and the sky wheelies. Mark Hall takes the lead, 7.545. Here is his teammate, Kurt Kramer in Rammunition. Out of Hoopston, Illinois, in his 7th season, competed on Arena Championship Series West 1 year ago, finishing 8th. One thing about Kurt Kramer, whether it's hot seat or Rammunition, very consistent. He's always able to keep that Rammunition truck in competition, keeps it looking pristine, and keeps it at a competitive level. Trying to take the lead away from his teammate, Kurt Kramer, now coming in hot across the pod, now back over almost into a nose wheelie. See those blue LED lights sticking out of that Dodge Rammunition sign. Another donut there for Kurt Kramer as Rammunition comes up center lane over the pod and gets some nice air back down on the far side track. Now chopping away at this Wilkes-Barre dirt, comes back again over the tire stack, looking for a slap wheelie combo, possible stoppie attempt there as well. Second sticking away here for Rammunition. Mark Hall coming back over the log, gets a nice jump there, some big air. And that will do it. Check out the original super glue glued to the action replay for Kurt Kramer in Rammunition, right up over the tire stack into that jump down to the far side of that pot, 6.867. We will continue on more freestyle. Mark Hall has the lead. Will he keep it and win the competition? Find out next on Arena at 30, powered by Spin Master. Welcome back to Arena at 30, powered by Spin Master. This is Arena Championship Series East from Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Great freestyle competition so far, but up next out of Sarasota, Florida, the rookie sensation, the daredevil Angelina Knock, driving Megalodon. In her first season in Monster Jam, she has been nothing short of spectacular. The 8th generation daredevil from that Nerveless Knox team, made an appearance on America's Got Talent, not trying to make a name for herself in Monster Jam, one of the early favorites for the Monster Jam Rookie of the Year award. Debuted last year in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and now hitting Megalodon into reverse. Not a whole lot of room there, trying to wrap this truck around. This Megalodon team has gone to be one of the most powerful teams in Monster Jam when you talk about the Arena Series as well as stadiums. You have Todd LeDuc, you have Corey Rummel, you have Angelina Knock, you have Michaela Talashka, Ashley Sanford, 5 Megalodon trucks, and don't even talk about overseas with Charlie Balkin piloting this big 12,000-pound Megalodon Monster Jam truck. But now Angelina Knock having some issues here with some track awareness. She has to keep hitting reverse. I wonder if the rear steer is affected right now in Megalodon, and that is going to do it. Take a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay up over the tire stack. 6.067 for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Next up, out of Kill Hills, North Carolina, the series points leader, Krysten Anderson in Gravedigger. Coming into today's event, she had a 20-point lead over Armando Castro. These two going back and forth on this series with overall event wins. So far, her weekend in Wilkes-Barre, she's had an overall event championship, a freestyle win, a sky wheelie win, and a skills win as well, trying to add a second freestyle win here in a second overall event championship. The first female series champion in Monster Jam history has stormed onto the scene now, riding Gravedigger, piloting this truck that her dad created back in 1982, her 8th season in Monster Jam, the 2022 Arena Championship Series Central Champion, the 2022 Rising Star Award winner, going for a Morgan & Morgan backflip here on the 8-pack. Back at Gravedigger up, gets the great angle on the truck. Perfect angle, has the truck skied up and gets it on the landing. Gravedigger with the first backflip here in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Follows it right up with a floater jump, nearly clearing the pod all the way back down. Now gonna back this thing up, and she has some time left on the clock for another wow moment. Gravedigger straight up sky wheelie and lands it on all four on top of the pod. That'll do it. Check out the replay. Here is the backflip. Perfect execution for Krysten Anderson all the way around 360 degrees. 9.627 is the score, and that takes the freestyle lead. Out of Whittier, California, Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. Also his 8th season, the 2019 World Finals Speedster Racing Champion, 2021 Monster Jam Rising Star. Finished second on Arena Championship Series East the last 2 seasons, trying to get that first and elusive series championship, which comes with an automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals. Armando now all kinds of momentum, comes up, full throttle action all the way over the pod, one side to the other. Now trying to chop away at this dirt, 3-wheel turn for El Toro Loco. And the crazy bull up over the pod again, going for a stoppie, not much there on the end. Finds center lane up over the ramp, now back onto the other side of the pod. El Toro Loco, one of the most popular trucks in Monster Jam. And Armando Castro waving that El Toro Loco flag, leading this team on the Arena Series. Has another stellar rookie on his team, Fernando Martinez, as that's going to do it here. Check out the original super glue glued to the action replay. Brake check, almost clears it, 7.004. Zack Garner and Wildside trying to hang on to that overall event lead, trying to win the overall event championship. He has won the last 2 competitions, looking for his first freestyle win of the weekend. Out of Fortville, Indiana, second-generation driver in his 5th season. He was the 2021 Monster Jam Rookie of the Year, finished 3rd on Arena Championship Series Central 1 year ago. Some of you may have seen his dad, Jamie Garner, compete on the Stadium Series in El Toro Loco. Whipping the truck around, goes right past the backflip ramp. Had too much momentum going, makes a hard right turn, and gets up over the center lane of that pod. Now Wildside putting the transmission to work. Big time sky wheelie, brake check, brings it back down right on the lip there. And now something may be wrong with the truck here as Zack Garner slow rolling his way down the pod. Is able to keep going here, so we'll see what happens with Wildside now up on 3 wheels. Possible backflip here. Zack Garner going up to the backflip ramp, but then makes, again, a hard right turn, avoiding it completely on the 8-pack. Goes for a vertical sky wheelie instead. As you take a look at that dirt closer to the pod, almost a muddy substance as it is wet, tacky track here into a stoppie for Zack Garner. Now going to try to moonwalk his way. Shades of the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. And Zack Garner going out for the nose wheelie moonwalk combo. Gets it back down on all 4 BKT tires, and that will do it. Take a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay. There is that nose wheelie, that stoppie combo into the moonwalk, 8.046. And Zack Garner will not win the freestyle competition event championship, still up for grabs. And that brings us to Cody Saucier in Dragon out of Lafayette, Louisiana. In his 11th season, a driver that made the switch from technician to driver. 2012 Technician of the Year, 2014 Rookie of the Year, Rising Star Award winner in 2015, won the Showdown in 2015 as well, and went on to Las Vegas Sam Boyd Stadium to win Saturday night's racing competition at the All-Star Challenge. Going for a sky wheelie here, can't get the truck back all the way up on the pod. Now just sitting there trying to figure out his next move. Cody Associate backing Dragon back up, and finally able to get the truck back over the pod. I mentioned this track here becoming more and more tacky as our track crew keeps it wet and gives the traction here to the BKT tires. Just scored to beat Krysten Anderson in Gravedigger. Nice wheelie combo for Cody Saucier across the pod. As you look at that dirt on the far sides of this arena track, a little drier over there, so able to get some acceleration and end up here over the tire stack goes Cody Saucier in Dragon. 6 World Finals appearances for Cody. Finished 5th on Arena Championship Series Central in 2023. It was a down year for him, even though he won the Racer of the Year competition. As we take a look at the original Super Glue Glued to the Action replay for Dragon, 7.529 for Cody Saucier. And that means the freestyle win goes to Krysten Anderson in Gravedigger. That will also give her the event championship. She finishes tied with Zack Garner. Freestyle score breaks the tie. And Krysten wins her 2nd event championship of the weekend. El Toro Loco in 3rd, Dragon in 4th, and Overboard in 5th. Let's go to the track and hear from our event champion.
Thank you all so much for coming out this evening to Monster Jam and having fun with us. We appreciate you guys so much for bringing your families out. And we also want to say thank you to all the Gravedigger fans that have loved Gravedigger for the past 43 years. And also, most importantly, I want to dedicate this trophy to all the ladies and all the little girls that are sitting in the stands tonight. I hope tonight I was able to remind you girls how truly powerful it is to be a woman. Don't let the boys in this world underestimate you, and you show them what girls are made of, because this is what girls are made of. Let's hear it, ladies!
Krysten Anderson showing everybody what girls are made of. Girl power out in full effect here at the Mohegan Sun Arena. Gravedigger Nation well represented. And Krysten Anderson winning her 2nd overall event championship of the weekend. Still one more event to come here at the Mohegan Sun Arena. This series continues to heat up as Krysten Anderson retains her series points lead. And she tries to look for her 2nd career series championship and another automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals. Armando Castro not to be outdone, still trying to grab that series points lead and keep it back to El Toro Loco. Make sure you follow us on social media at Monster Jam for everything sport related, including result and tickets to your next Monster Jam event. Make sure you head to monsterjam.com. That is all the time we have here at the Mohegan Sun Arena. It's been a great weekend here in Pennsylvania. I look forward to seeing you right here next time on another all-new episode of Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master.